God were fasting and praying. What did the Jesus Lord do that night? God gave sleeplessness to the king. He could not sleep in the night. He was rolling and rolling in the bed. He could not sleep, and finally he got up and he said, I could not sleep. Someone go, please bring the book of Chronicles for me. In that book, all the important ev- events that happened in the kingdom will be recorded. And he said, let me at least read it. So they brought that book. The king was reading, and one page after the other, suddenly one event, one journal caught hold of his eyes, and in it was written, once two servants of the king try to kill the king. They conspire and to try to kill the king. But this Mordecai, the watchman who is at the gates, somehow he found about this plan, and he reported to the higher authorities, and in it was noted, written like this: Mordecai was not honored for the noble act of saving the king, and therefore this king he wanted to honor this Mordecai. Oh, he saved my life. Somehow I have to reward him. The next morning, what happened? The enemy of God's people, Haman, and he walked right into the courts of the king to ask permission to hang this Mordecai in the wonderful gallows he had made and set up. But what happened? Before he would open his mouth and ask permission, the king asked to the question to him. He looked at him and he said, Aman, please tell me one thing, and what should be done to a person whom the king wishes to honor? Immediately Haman thought, oh, this king who is he going to honor? More than me, who is going to be honored? He thought, oh, this honor is going to come to me. Me means Haman. And immediately he said, what wonderful thing. He said, oh king, let now which you have owned, let it be brought. Let one of the best noble princes of your kingdom, let row which you have won, let it be brought. Let one of the best noble princes of your kingdom, let him come and dress up the person whom the king wishes to honor, and let the prince himself make him sit upon the horse upon which the king had rode before, and he should lead the horse in the street to the city square like a servant, proclaiming, thus shall be done to the person whom the king delights to honor. And immediately the king looked at Aman and said, very good, go and do likewise to Mordecai. Hallelujah. Haman did not know what to do. He came there to kill Mordecai. He wanted to ask permission to hang him in the gallows which he had made. But look what the Jesus Lord did. He changed the whole thing. The best way to say is அப்படியே பிளேட்டை ஏசப்பா திருப்பிட்டாரு. மொர்தேகாய்க்கு ஏசப்பா நல்லது செஞ்சாரு. He wanted to hang this fellow, but now he had to honor this fellow. Can anyone argue with the king? So what did he do? He put to face, head down, shame with tears. He ran out that court, and there is no other way. He is the top prince of that kingdom, and he had to do everything. Mordecai, hallelujah, who in the presence of a child of God, the enemy of the child of God was humiliated. Hallelujah. And not only that, a child of God was greatly honored. As David said, in the presence of my enemies, you created a table and you honor me, Lord. Oh, my cup runs over. That is what happened to Mordecai. Hallelujah. Now this Aman, he had to take the best dress robe of the king